LQBT Ireland is an advocacy and support group which was founded after the coming together of a number of helplines, support helplines for LGBT people around the country.
The Rainbow Project was established in 1994 and we're here to promote the health and well-being of LGBTQI people and their families right across Northern Ireland. The actions that have been taken as part of the All-Ireland Partnership is that ourselves in LGBT Ireland have been able to launch a series of events around specifically conversion therapy. We hosted one in Dublin where we had key individuals from Ban Conversion Therapy UK. We had the Minister, Roderick O'Gorman, speaking at it, so really highlighting the work that we're doing on a high level. We're also launching research at the moment in regards to seeking people who have experienced conversion therapy to actually come forward and play their role in the research and looking towards banning conversion therapy across the island.
I met Alan as when we were campaigning for the marriage equality. I told him my story, which was that back in the 80s I went to a psychiatrist to help me start to fancy women and to meet a woman, because at that stage, like everybody else, I wanted to settle down, just have a nice semi-detached house, wife, kids, the lot. The guy that I went to, there was no homophobic element in what we did, but it meant that I ended up suppressing who I really was, and that caused me to go into a very slow decline and depression. My ex-wife called it almost catatonic, because of the damage to my own self-worth, my own mental health that the conversion therapy did. I was only too delighted to jump on board with the present campaign.
Working on an all-island basis has been a really positive experience. It's been really useful to meet with our counterparts in the Rainbow Project Northern Ireland. We've been able to rely on a huge amount of work that have been done by the Rainbow Project Northern Ireland on this issue already, looking at the ways in which conversion practices are carried out, looking at research that have been done on a UK-wide basis. And it's been really important for us to work together on that, because obviously the issue of conversion therapy is something that affects people everywhere, but in Ireland we have a particular extra factor that we have to consider, which is the possibility of someone being removed from the jurisdiction by being driven a couple of hours over the border.
Will the partnership endure? I very much hope so. I would like to foster that partnership that we have going forward. We recognise there's a growing need within our community, and working in partnership we've been able to match some of those even in short term, but even those short term grants and funding has made a huge difference. And again, we're seeing the really positive goals coming out of the conversion therapy work that we're doing at the moment, because it really is leading to that national conversation around banning conversion therapy, that it must be an all-Ireland approach, and having those two organisations working in partnership makes a huge difference.
The role I'm in as the campaign officer for the Ban Conversion Therapy campaign has been funded entirely by the Community Foundation of Ireland, and so from that point of view it's been really, really crucial in bringing us to the point we're at, which is that we have a piece of research nearing completion which will underpin a full legislative ban on conversion practices. That ban was something that the government had committed to, but by funding this position, we've been able to bring together all of the various stakeholders. We've been able to ensure that the issues that need to be raised have been raised, and we will hopefully be able to continue doing that so that the legislation that's passed is fully comprehensive and leaves no one else behind, and that's really down to the input of the CFI.